I am pleased to present the Dedicated Junior Athlete Award in honor of Gary Lemon to this year's female recipient. This individual is a very gifted athlete, great teammate, and an all-around pleasure to have on the team. I have had the privilege to coach this individual for 3 years now on varsity basketball, and in that period of time have watched her grow in many areas of her sport, but also as a person. This female athlete is an outstanding basketball player and plays softball as well. On the court, she is the type of player that does all of the little things that may go unnoticed and would often be considered as the dirty work. As a point guard, she distributes the ball extremely well, but also contributes to the scoring, rebounding, and provides a very persistent defensive pressure. She is truly a competitor, plays with heart, and leaves everything on the floor at the end of the game. The most special thing about watching her is how she makes everyone around her better because of her unselfish style of play. Over the past 3 years, she's been an LCAA All-Star, selected to the Sectional All-Tournament team, and made 11th team All-State. Of the 3 years she has been on varsity, she has led the team all 3 years in assists and 2 years in steals. This athlete has always been a very coachable player and one who displays good sportsmanship on the court. She is one who I know will show up, do what is asked, and give everything she has in any situation. This year specifically, I have watched her grow into a leader through her actions and words. She served as a captain and faced a fair amount of difficulties this season with injury, but nevertheless stayed a source of positive motivation and encouragement to her teammates. She kept her head up and was involved in practices and games in a very new role for her, on the bench. More importantly, throughout the year, I have watched her strive to make the right decisions for the team and try to lead them in a direction that would be in a positive light for Dansville athletics. She was not afraid to stand up if she thought something was wrong and genuinely wanted to help our team reach success. She has also made multiple efforts to be involved with our youth programs, helping with the younger grades and being intentional about trying to organize times for the older girls to support them at their games. It has been a pleasure to coach this individual the past few years, and I can't wait to see what she does in the year she has left. It is my honor to present the Gary Lemon Female Athlete Award to Hannah LaPlante.
The Gary Lemon Dedicated Junior Athlete Award goes to a student athlete in 11th grade who displays character, leadership, sportsmanship, dedication, talent, and community service. This year's dedicated junior athlete is Shane Crandall. Shane is a 3-sport athlete competing in football, wrestling, and baseball. He has played a vital role in the varsity football and wrestling teams over the past 2 years. He has dedicated himself to getting better, overcoming major injuries in both sports. Shane is a two-way starter on the football team, helping lead the team to 4 wins in both of the past 2 seasons. In wrestling, Shane has compiled quite the achievements for only being a junior. Shane was a Livingston County champion at 220 pounds and a 2-time sectional finalist. Shane won the 2019 Section 5 Class Triple B title at 220 pounds, pinning his opponent in the first period. Shane has held himself to a high standard not only in athletics, but in the classroom as well, where he maintains a high 90 GPA, all while taking multiple AP courses. I personally like to believe that his favorite class is phys ed, but I don't know if that's actually true. Shane also finds time to serve his community, whether it is volunteering to clean up the tractor pull or even putting away tables after the balloon rally. Shane is always quick to tell a joke or cheer a teammate up. Although at times I'm tough on Shane, he is always up for the challenge and seeking to get better. He has an impressive knowledge of comedy movies and classic rock bands, and also likes to brag how he can grow a better beard than myself, which probably is true. I am sure his success will follow him into his senior year. It is with great pleasure that I name Shane Crandall the 2020 Gary Lemon Male Dedicated Junior Athlete. Congratulations, Shane.
Hello, family, friends, and community members. Coach Obel here, along with Coaches Moody and Quibell. We are honored to present this year's National Guard Leadership Award. This particular award is given to an individual who strives to succeed athletically, academically, and personally. Our candidate is a young man who joined us on the cross-country team for the first time this past fall as a junior. He spent the bulk of his formative athletic career in another program. His goal, you ask? His words, not mine. I want to be better prepared for basketball season. He has been a gifted addition to our program, has led by example, and contributed to a scholar athlete men's cross country team, a team with one of the highest averages in all of Section 5. He will be a go-to this coming fall as a senior because I think he surprised even himself by making our sectionals top 7 his rookie season. Mr. Moody, I will let you take it from here.
Hello, everyone. As Coach Albo said, my name is Coach Moody, and I'm the varsity boys basketball coach. This athlete has played high school basketball for the past 3 years. He's expected to have a great season for us this upcoming season, both as a go-to player and as a leader. He is a gifted athlete with pure strength and raw athleticism. He has really impressed the coaching staff and his teammates with his strength in the weight room. But above and beyond his athletic abilities, his strongest asset is his character. He is a big brother who is encouraging and supportive, and a young man who, when faced with adversity, will push forward. Although he is a man of few words, his actions speak loud and clear. Congratulations to this student athlete. I am very proud of you. Coach Quibell?
The greatest athletic improvements came during this athlete's sophomore season. He worked very hard, both with his track events and his field events. This athlete was very determined to improve in all the areas: his running speed, his jumping ability, his relay handoffs, even his starting blocks. This athlete would go above and beyond my expectations. He was one of the first athletes to arrive to practice and one of the last to leave practice. He also was so dedicated to improving that he came to the track when we didn't even have practice. Also, this athlete was willing to help out some of the younger modified athletes during our practice, especially at the high jump area. To qualify for a Section 5 championship last season in a very competitive Class B was quite an accomplishment. We are all proud to announce this year's National Guard Leadership Award to Mr. Jonah Gray. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Jonah Gray on being this year's New York National Guard Leadership Award recipient. The athletic officials got together and decided Jonah had the good qualities of leadership and high moral character. We're pleased to announce that he's this year's New York National Guard Leadership Award winner. Congrats again, Jonah.
The United States Marine Award goes to a senior athlete who is a role model to others and exhibits the personal traits of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership. I can honestly say when I had this student athlete 8 years ago in my 5th grade class, I knew she was going to be a leader on the track team. Her confidence is supported by a strong work ethic and is recognized by both her peers and anyone that's had the pleasure of teaching or coaching her. Her commitment to the track program is like none other. She goes out of her way to make others feel welcome and challenges them to reach their highest potential. Teammates are always willing to go the extra mile for her because they know she's not asking them to do anything that she's not doing herself. Her leadership style is lead by example. She leads warm-ups every day. She puts 100% into her workouts, and she encourages others to do so. For that reason, her peers have voted her to be captain for the past 5 seasons across indoor and outdoor track. She's always looking for new challenges and is willing to try new events. Her strong character shows in the events that she has chosen as a track athlete. She took on the pentathlon a few years ago. She studied up on the events, determined what she needed to do to get more points in each event, and always knows where she's ranked in Section 5. She self-advocated when she needed help with an event and put what was taught to her into practice. She has scored in every meet that she has participated in, and that truly demonstrates her drive. Another quality that impresses me about her is her willingness to assist younger athletes and students. She is a positive influence on both our team and in my classroom. Younger athletes and her peers look up to her and respect her opinion. She's always willing to help somebody with their events. During the school day, she volunteers in my classroom. with one of my 5th grade students as a peer mentor. This student truly looks forward to working with her each week, and it has made a difference in that student's work habits. On a larger scale, she was asked to speak to the entire elementary school about what it takes to have good work ethics and to embody the 7 habits of the leader in me philosophy. I recently attended a workshop that compared a leader to a thermostat. A thermostat sets the temperature of a room, and a leader sets the tone of a team. That describes her well. She sets the tone of work hard and you will do well. Commitment is a word that describes her well too. She makes academics and running track high on her priority list while still being active in clubs and holding down a job. She is a top student in her class and puts 100% into what she does in the classroom and on the track. She's well-rounded, and this shows in her activities. She's on the leadership Lighthouse team, Pony Express, a concert band member, and president of the National Honor Society, to highlight a few. She is also a great representation of what it takes to be a great student athlete, a Mustang, and a Marine Award recipient. I know that she will continue to be a strong role model and leader as she heads off to Niagara in the fall. It is my honor to present the Marine Award to Emma Beardsley.
Hello, family, friends, and community members. Coach Auble here, along with Coach Quibell. We are proud to present this year's Marine Distinguished Award. This young man embodies what it means to be a distinguished athlete, as awarded by the United States Marines. His behavior is exemplary, as he is a role model for our younger students and younger student athletes. His participation in the musical, Pony Express, band, chorus, and NHS all exhibit the personal traits of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership. He finds himself in the top 5 of the class of 2020, not without commitment to his studies as well as his training. This individual transformed himself into the athlete that we in the cross-country, winter, and spring track programs have come to know and love. With many off-season miles, he just made up his mind after his freshman year to come back and contribute as our leader of the men's cross-country team. Mr. Quibell, I'll let you take it from here.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Quibell here. Hopefully everyone's having a great day today. This athlete has participated in cross-country as well as indoor and outdoor track for 4 years. As a Dansville triathlete, he has been awarded the LCAA All-Star once in cross-country and twice in track and field. He has been a sectional qualifier for cross-country each of his 4 seasons and a sectional competitor in the steeplechase, which, by the way, is one of the most difficult and grueling events in high school track. As co-captain of the men's outdoor team, his role is vast and it's varied. This athlete is very coachable and extremely hardworking. He is willing to try many different track and field events in order for the team to be as successful as possible. This athlete will truly be missed by our team, but his future is extremely bright with going to RIT and also participating in ROTC. Without further ado, we present the United States Marine Award to Mr. Zachary Foster. Congratulations, buddy.
Hi, Coach Welch here to present the 2020 Kyle Button Memorial Award. I apologize for reading off my screen. I'm trying to figure out this technology as we go. The Kyle Button Award goes to an individual who displays characteristics of courage, perseverance, poise, self-confidence, and leadership in high school athletics. I cannot think of a more deserving individual than this year's winner, Mike DeSalvo. When Mike first started playing football, to be completely honest, he had a lot of work to do. He continued to work hard each and every day, and by the time his football career was done at Dansville, he found himself starting on offense and defense. Mike worked hard in the weight room as well. He had a 285-pound bench, a 395-pound squat, a 205-pound power clean, and a 425-pound deadlift for a 1,310-pound total. While Mike's hard work and athletic achievements have been very impressive, what I am most impressed by is the person Mike is and all he stands for. Prior to Mike's football career, he had already beaten cancer once. This is something I did not originally know. Prior to our 2019 season, Mike beat cancer again. Although we told Michael to take his time with his treatments as he was getting back into the swing of things, it only took a week for Mike to come back and join his teammates. I think he truly just could not stand the thought of not being out there with all his teammates and friends. He is a fighter and a true team player. Mike is a selfless person who is always willing to help others. Many times during the season, he could be found helping a teammate before practice or staying late to do some extra work. It was these attributes that made him an easy selection as our team captain this past year. Mike was more than willing to serve his community, whether it was cleaning up after the tractor pull or picking up tables at the balloon rally or helping out the youth football team. What I believe to be one of Michael's best qualities is his optimism and positive attitude. Out of all of my students over the years, it would be understandable and completely justified for Mike to have a bad day here and there. Yet he would have none of that. Every day, Michael would walk into the gym to get ready for PE class. Come to find out, he wasn't even actually in my PE class. He just came down every day just because he loved to be active and play sports. And as Michael would walk in, I would say, "Mike, how are we doing today?" And without a doubt, every single day, Mike would turn to me and he'd say, "Good, can't complain," with a big smile. Whether it's during football or track or just in the hallways, you can't help but to be in a good mood when around Michael. He has overcome more than any person should have to, and he's done it all while being a great person and spreading positivity. Michael has made a lasting impact on not only his teammates, but his teachers and coaches as well. I feel very honored and lucky to be the coach who specifically gets to give this award to Michael. So it is my great pleasure to name Michael DeSalvo this year's Kyle Button Memorial Award winner. Congratulations, Michael.
This year's Larry Fabian Memorial Award for Outstanding Female Athlete is presented to a very deserving individual, Grace Rittenhouse. I've had the privilege to coach Grace in my basketball program the past 5 years and had her directly on my team 4 of these. Her career at Dansville has been nothing less than successful, playing 4 years on varsity and a 2-year captain for both of her sports, basketball and soccer. Between the 2 sports, she helped her teams to win 3 sectional titles and 2 league titles. Throughout her time as a Dansville athlete, she has racked up numerous individual awards, to name a few: in basketball, reaching 1,000 points, first and second team All-Greater Rochester selection, sectional tournament MVP, LCAA All-Star 3 times, and both 5th and 7th team All-State, as well as leading the team in scoring the past 3 years. In soccer, she was an LCAA All-Star 2 times, team MVP 2 times, team's most offensive player, first and second team All-Greater Rochester selection, 6th team All-State, and led the team in scoring and points the past 3 years, where in 2019 she was first in scoring in LCAA, 3rd in Class B in the state, and 13th in all of Section 5, with 28 goals and 3 assists, totaling 59 points. Although her accomplishments are impressive, what speaks more importantly to her is the type of person she is and the character that she upholds. Both her coaches can agree that she is an outstanding kid with a great personality who has been a joy to coach. Grace is the type of player who would do anything the coach asks of her, who genuinely loves the game, and one of the few athletes who enjoys the practice part, not just the games. She's truly a team player, not caring who scores or gets the credit as long as the team is doing well. Grace is rarely seen not smiling and happy, always with an optimistic look on life. On top of this, she embodies what it means to be a student athlete, upholding a good grade point average and always demonstrating respect in the school setting. Over the course of the past few years, Grace has developed as a role model and leader in our program, and I would say in our athletic program in general. She is passionate, hardworking, and dedicated, rarely missing any opportunity in season or out of season to get better. Every time she puts on the Dansville uniform, she represents the school in a positive light, both through her great sportsmanship and positive attitude. She makes everyone on our team feel welcome, no matter what grade they're in, and goes out of her way to be a good teammate and friends with everyone. One of the best things about coaching is having the chance to watch young athletes grow in their sport and into who they will be as an adult. I've truly enjoyed having the opportunity to coach Grace and watch this process with her the past few years. Grace has developed into an amazing athlete and young woman who has the character, work ethic, and talent to succeed in whatever she puts her mind to in the future. Grace will be missed next year, but should be proud of all that she has accomplished as she moves forward into her next journey. It is my honor to present the Larry Fabian Memorial Award to Grace Rittenhouse.
I'm here to present the John Nelson Award for the Outstanding Athletic Performance by a Dansville male senior. This year's recipient's level of performance in his 5 years of varsity sports is known by many of you, and with his passion for swimming early on, he was able to put Dansville on the map again in the sport. His senior year success started early while at the 2019 USA Swimming Junior National Meet held at Stanford University in California. This is where he became Dansville's first ever Olympic trials qualifier in the 100-meter breaststroke. From here, he went on to become the 2020 LCA Swimmer of the Year, a two-time sectional champion for the second year in a row, and Dansville's first ever New York State champion in the 100 breaststroke, recording an undefeated season in the individual event. His elite level of swimming put a face to the program here in Dansville, but his character and love of the sport will be what continues the legacy of what he helped rebuild here in the pool. Forget the countless records broken and rebroken, the endless amounts of first-place finishes, and the many trips to Long Island for championship meets. This young man's character and dedication to the sport and community will forever be remembered by this town. As his coach for the last 3 years here at Dansville, he's challenged me every day not only to better him as an athlete, but better myself as a coach and better Dansville as a program. The time he's spent with the next generation of athletes coming up through the elementary school has given them all a glimpse of what it takes to succeed at the elite level, as well as the dedication to spending the time working towards it. As a coach here in Dansville, I'm excited to see the next generation of athletes to come through the varsity program that he is motivated to be their best. He's made a name for himself here in Dansville, and in the fall he'll begin a new chapter in his swimming career at the University of Louisville. It is my honor to present Dansville's John Nelson Award to Aiden Criley. Congratulations, Aiden.